Assalamu alaikum. I'm Naimatul Jannat and I'm from Borishal. Today I am going to reading English newspaper. The name of the English newspaper. The name of the newspaper is Daily Sun, and the date is 6 May 2021. I mean, this is old newspaper. So let's start. This is the first page of the newspaper, and the headline is Corona cases declining. 77 PC general, 57 piece ICU beds vacant in hospitals amid a drop in the number of new coronavirus cases in the country. Around 77% of general beds and 57% of ICU intensive care unit that remained vacant in public and private hospitals across the country till Wednesday morning. The number of COVID-19 patients has been declining for the last 7 days. We want continuation of the current trend of declining rate of the coronavirus infection. Maintaining health guideline is the only way for continuing this situation. Dr. M.D. Robert Amin, spokesperson for the Directorate General of Health Services, said while presenting its health bulletin in Wednesday. The DGHS said 1,742 new coronavirus infection cases were detected and 50 patients died in the last 24 hours till 8 a.m. on Wednesday. The daily COVID-19 infection detection rate declined to 8.59%. After the second wave of coronavirus infection hit the country, hospitals were overwhelmed with the COVID-19 patients, and abrupt rise in new COVID-19 cases created a crisis of general and ICU beds in hospitals across the country, including in Dhaka. However, the pressure on general as well as ICU beds for COVID-19 patients has reduced over the past few days as the number of patients has dropped across the country. Don't rush to village homes. This is the headline. Other headline of the news. Don't rush to village homes secretly during Eid. Staff correspondent. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Kader on Wednesday urged people not to go to their village homes secretly during upcoming Eid ul Fitr, violating the ongoing restrictions aimed at curbing the spread of coronavirus. Many people are taking the opportunity of travel despite the lockdown. Don't go to village homes secretly during Eid, he said. Kader also Army League General Secretary said this while addressing a program at Bangabandhu Avenue in the capital, marking the distribution of relief among poor people. He joined the event organized by Army League Relief and Social Affairs subcommittee virtually from his official residence on the Parliament premises. Kadir came up with the remark as the government has extended the lockdown until May 16, apparently in a bid to prevent the exodus of home goers during Eid ul Fitr, the biggest religious The other headline of other news: banking hours extend to 2 p.m. Banks to remain open May 10, 13. Bangladesh Bank has extended the banking hours from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. from today, May 6, during the lockdown period. Banks will operate till 3:30 p.m. to complete post-transaction internal activities. Sohrawardi Udyan being destroyed. Several hundred trees felled for making food courts at the park. The Sohrawardi Udyan in the capital, which bears the country's glorious history, is losing its original look as the authorities are felling trees of the park in the name of its beautification. Several hundred old trees, a witness to many historic events of the country, have already been felled to clear the way for building some concrete structures under a beautification project. The Ministry of Liberation Women Affairs and the Ministry of Housing and Public Works are jointly implementing a development project in the park tilted construction of Shadhinota Stambho at Sohrawardi Udyan, Dhaka, third phase. Under the project, the government will construct around 6.5 kilometer walkway and 7 food courts around the historic park in the name of its beautification and environmental development. National Development Engineers Limited has won the tender to execute the park development project. During a recent visit to Sohrawardi Udyan, this correspondent saw that a large number of old trees have been felled and many logs have been piled up in the historic park. Some concrete structures are being built and the construction work of a walkway is going on circling the park. Many signboards have also been erected in different parts of the park, which read: work of plant, greenery and environmental development is going on. Meanwhile, the felling of old trees of the park has created uproar among the environmentalists and regular visitors of the park, including students of Dhaka University. Asked about the felling of trees, Engineer of Public Works Department Muhammad Firoz asked about the felling of trees, Engineer of Public Works Department Muhammad Firoz said trees are being felled to implement a project of the Liberation Affairs Ministry. He, however, didn't give further details of the project. Contacted Kamrul Islam, General Manager of National Development Engineering, said, "We are not felling trees. It is the duty of the Public Works Department. We are constructing walkway and food courts are the development project. The trees of the park had been in an unplanned way, which is creating visual impediment. The government has accepted Udyan concept, which ensures distance vision, and it is carrying out development work of the park with the concept," he added. Mamata takes oath as West Bengal's CM for third time. Mamata Banerjee was sworn in on Wednesday as West Bengal Chief Minister from the third time in the shadow of COVID and post-poll violence in parts of the state, reports NDTV. Mamata Banerjee, in her trademark white sari and shawl, took oath in Bengali. The rest of the cabinet and the council of ministers will be sworn in on May the birth anniversary of Rabindranath Tagore. The oath ceremony took place with COVID protocols in place at the throne room at the Raj Bhavan.